Today is a good day, baby, okay? The reason why today is a good day is because we're filming, which, you know, is a given. It's a good day whenever I can get around to filming. Also, I just made an announcement over on my Facebook group. Now, you may be all out of the loop. I don't really talk about it often anymore, but do you remember like 2 years ago when I made a Facebook group called Mary's Sick Twisted Bitches? Do we remember? Yes. If you do remember, it's been through the ringer, the group, okay? And I have completely fallen off the bandwagon and gave up on the fucking group. Well, I've been doing a lot of cleaning up and brainstorming, and I'm changing the name back to Mary's Sick Twisted Bitches. It was originally Mary's Sick Twisted Bitches, and then I changed it to Books, Banner, and Bitches or something like that, and made it like an open readers group. No, honey. No open readers group no more. It's my group. So if you are unaware of this, pretty much what it was like a separate community on Facebook, a private group. It was just a space where I would just like chat shit with you guys. We would have girl chats. We'd talk about what books we're reading right now, and all of that jazz. It kind of fell off the bandwagon, as I said, and I'm bringing it back. So if you haven't joined already, or if you're an old member that muted the page because you didn't enjoy the content, unmute it, bitch, because it's happening. I'm coming back full force, honey bunny, because this is the thing. Okay, I'm going to be giving birth in about 4 fucking months. What? My life is going to change dramatically, which I'm well aware of. And I'll probably take some time off from YouTube to, you know, raise my baby. I'm still gonna be around, but it just won't be as frequent and often and whatever. We don't know yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I'm gonna be doing a lot of night feeding. And, you know, breastfeeding in the middle of the night. And that means I'll be awake when I'm meant to be asleep. And you guys will be awake because that's your time zone. So I want to like use the page as like a newspaper. Yeah? I want to go in there when I'm feeding in the middle of the night and just see what you guys are reading. See if I can find a new book. What are we lolling about? What's a good movie you've recently watched? Like, what's the gossip? Like, I want that vibe. It's under maintenance right now. So we're clearing it up, changing the name back, getting a new banner. Me and my admin team have been working for the past 24 hours on this project, and I cannot wait for it to be back to where it was at the beginning. You guys remember, if you're OGs, if you've been subscribers, how good that page was? And then it just turned to trash. And I don't like trash. I'm clearing out the trash, okay? I am nesting, and I'm taking it really seriously, okay? I mean, I'm nesting with my books. I'm nesting with my social media platforms. I'm cleaning out my fucking kitchen. Organizing the laundry cupboard, the linen cupboard. That's a disaster. Like, it's happening. It's all happening. Anyway, if you're interested in joining Mary's Sick Twisted Bitches, link is down below. Come join. Unmute it if you have muted it. I'm going to be posting on there so often, and I'm just excited to be excited about the page again. I'm excited to be excited about books again, you know what I mean? Because it's been just like a bit of a shitty couple of months. Not shitty couple of months, but I've been so like unwell and pregnant and whatever. We all know. I just want to touch base before we get into the video. My membership book club, I'm still not active on there yet. I will be changing our Facebook group name since Mary's Sick Twisted Bitches, the main group, is coming back. So I'll tweak our name. I'm still not up and running with that. I fell pregnant, fell off the bandwagon. I'll get back into that ASAP. Once the book club is up and running again and I'm not on my hiatus with that, I will announce it to you guys in like our membership forum and on our Facebook page. Okay, now you're here for the Trope Dope, okay? You're here for the good Trope Dope. This one, there's not a ton of recs because it's a specific trope, if I do say so myself. I just think I fucking sneezed my soul out of my body. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jesus. Now, this trope is one of my favorite tropes of all time. You can tell by the title, Marriage in Trouble. I love the drama. I love the heartache. Every time I read a book with this trope, I'm crying, bitch. I'm crying. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. Did I count that right? Yes. 6 books I'm going to recommend today to do with this trope. If you have any suggestions, chuck them in the comment box below the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into the heartbreak. If you're wanting some tissues for your tears, I would suggest you get that now before you go into any of these books because they're emotional. It's turmoil, baby. Are they going to get a divorce or will they make it through? Ah, I love it. So we're starting with this one, All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. We know about this beauty. This is one of my favorite Colleen Hoover books, and I think it is such a beautiful, heart-wrenching, heartbreaking story. I think it's one that many, many, many couples could relate to, and it was just one of those books that I sat down and I turned the page and I couldn't stop. This is about a couple that have been married for quite some time, and they are facing some issues in their marriage because they're going through fertility issues. I know there's so many couples out there, man. Like, I know so many people personally in my personal life that have miscarried multiple times before having their first child, and it's such a common thing. And this book really shows you, and I just thought it was so beautiful. Sad as fuck, but so beautiful. And I think if you're looking for a marriage in trouble trope, this is the first one you want to go to. Forget Me Not by 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐍𝐊𝐒. Bitch. This is one of my favorite books from this author. I love 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐍𝐊𝐒. She's such a doll. But out of all her books, I feel like this one is the least hyped. So this is an interesting book because first off, they were like in love. And then the fucking husband fucked up, yeah? So then they separated. And then he has the audacity to go and get in an accident and then loses his memory. So then when he's in hospital, his wife or ex-wife gets like the call that he's in hospital, and she's going down there to check on him and to see what's going on. But she's like feeling really weird and nervous about it because she hasn't spoken to him in so long since the downfall of their relationship. And then she gets in the hospital room. She gets into the hospital room and he starts talking to her like everything's sweet. Like nothing's happened, that they're still together and they're still madly in love. And she's kind of like, bitch, did you forget what happened? Well, yes. Yes, he did. He forgot, bitch. He fucking forgot. It goes from there. He is shocked. He is just in pure, utter denial that he could possibly ruin their relationship. Please read this book. Out of all of them, this one's one of my favorites. I love them all, obviously. That's why I'm putting them in the video. But this one specifically is so good. You want to forgive him, but at the same time, you're like, no. But you do anyway. Okay, it's one of those ones. Frayed and Silk by Ella Fields. Love this one. This one is the perfect size. Like, you can read it in like a few hours. It's so good. And it also has the most beautiful cover ever. It's about this married couple. They're in love, whatever. And then the husband just randomly stops having sex with the wife and goes real weird, bitch. Like, doesn't really talk to her. Yeah, doesn't try and have sex with her. Like, isn't intimate with her. And she's just like, is he cheating on me? Like, what is going on? What has happened? Like, does he not love me anymore? And she is really upset by this and is, you know, heartbroken, and she tries to start the conversation, and she approaches him and she tries to fix things, but he just doesn't want to have a bar of it. So then she finds this young spunkaroo to have a good old time with. So if you have any triggers with cheating, don't read this one. But wowee, I loved this book, and it also had like a slight plot twist at the end that I didn't see coming, and I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. This one is kind of like trigger warning, cheating, and also like hello, frustrationville. Like, it is just one of those books that will get you mad. So if you don't want to get mad, I don't suggest this, but if you like getting mad, read this. This is a duet. Well, it's actually a trilogy, but I only read the duet. Like, fuck the third book, didn't care about that. So this is called What He Doesn't Know by Candy Steiner, and the second one is What He Always Knew. I read this within like 2 days, and I wanted to fucking blow my brains out. This heroine drove me insane. Very similar to like Colleen Hoover's All Your Perfects, infertility issues, married couple, but chuck in a love triangle, okay? Her very first love comes back into her life and sweeps her off her feet during the time that her husband isn't there for her. And she's battling internally who to pick. If you don't like these types of stories, you're not going to like this. But I don't particularly like these stories either, but I loved this one. And it was just really frustrating because I was like, bitch, just pick one. Okay, just pick one and figure it the fuck out. Because like, That is just privilege on its own. You've got a trail of men to pick from. Imagine if they're all just lining up at your door being like, I am in love with you, declaring their love to you, and you're like, which flavor do I want today, bitch? Like, what? Even though the husband in this book is like doing annoying things and you're like, be there for your wife, dickhead. You also feel sorry for him, which usually doesn't happen. I usually don't feel sorry for the heroes. I feel sorry for the heroine. Where with this duet, I felt sorry for the hero, like for the husband and not the heroine. Anyway, I really like this. Then we have After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm collecting all her books at the moment. And every book I've read from her, I just fucking love. I don't know why. She's a good author, obviously, but just she knows how to write a good book. I read this the other night in one sitting and I cried a lot. I annotated a lot and I really felt this book on a deeper level because it actually reminded me of my relationship with my partner now. It's about this couple who have been married or together for like 9 years. They got together the first year of college and they really don't know what life is without one another. Relatable. They were like 18 when they got together and they used to have this relationship that was filled with like so much passion and so much love, and the story tells you that you go back in time like 7 years ago, 5 years ago, and you read about this couple, all the magical times they had, and then you fast forward to now and they're miserable. They're miserable together. They fight all the time. They are struggling to understand if there's still love in their marriage. Like, can they save this? Like, do I still like you? And when they both figure out that, one, I'm not in love with you anymore, and two, I don't even think I like you anymore, which is such a big deal, okay? Love comes and goes. Okay, story time. This is like some advice, but I feel like love comes and goes. Sometimes you'll be in a stage of your relationship with your partner that you're like, holy shit, like I'm so in love with you, I would die for you. And then you go through times where you're like, you're really shitting me and I'm about to put you in the trash can, bitch. But the thing is, like, if you don't like your partner, then there's a problem. You need a friendship. There's got to be a good, solid friendship for your relationship and marriage to last. And that's just my opinion. And even through like the ups and downs of being in a long-term relationship, like I've been with my partner for nearly 9 years. I got with him when I was 18. It was 3 months after my 18th birthday. I'm nearly fucking 27. Like, it's a long time. And I was so young and so different than what I am now. There's constant highs and lows and battles and times where you just like clash. And there's times where you both don't see eye to eye. Even on the days, if there is days where I'm like, I don't love you right now. Like, I don't like what we're doing right now. You need to still like them as a human. They decide to separate for 12 months. No contact for 12 months. And then at the end of the 12 months, they will both decide if they will file for divorce or try again. Oh my God, the emotions in this book. I don't want to give too many things away about this particular book, but the heroine ends up reading the emails of her husband. And some of the fucking emails, oh my God, my stomach dropped because I literally like envisioned this being my partner. Like, a few months ago, we went through a bit of a rough patch and I was like really, not in a good place, and I wasn't in a good place with that relationship. And we're obviously fine now and we worked through it. I worked through my shit. Like, I'm pregnant now. We made the decision after the turmoil to get pregnant. But like, oh my God, I was so confused with what I was doing. And like, yeah, this book made me realize, like, oh my God, if I read these emails, if this was me and I read these emails back when I was like having a break with my partner, I would have fucking died. Like, my heart was like literally gutted. So good. Emotional. Of course, it's Taylor Jenkins Reid. Like, of course there's emotion. But yeah, I highly suggest this. I'm going to read Forever Interrupted from her. And I also want to read One True Loves or whatever it's called. Okay, so I'm getting like an itchy throat. I feel like I'm getting sick. If I get COVID while pregnant, I will actually fuck cunts up. Like, honestly, it's flu season here in Australia now, and like everyone's getting sick with like the flu or Rona, and I'm like, fuck, if I get Rona, I don't want to get Rona while I'm pregnant, and I definitely don't want to get it. Imagine if I got Rona while giving birth, I would actually like die. But I can feel like my throat getting sore, and I'm like, am I getting sick right now? Because if I am, no. I've got like appointments next week. I cannot get sick. Anyway, done with the video. If you like the video, don't forget to thumbs it up. Also subscribe before leaving. If you want to join Mary's Sick Twisted Bitches, my Facebook group, link is down below. I'll also post probably a little video on this channel to do with the group after this video goes up. Possibly, because I posted the video on the Facebook group. I might post it on here as well so you guys know. Anyway, link is down below if you want to join, or if you're a current member of the group, make sure you like check up in there, you know. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are. Leave your trope suggestions down below. Like, what video do you want to see next? I want to do a friends to lovers. If you read this book, you'll love this one. And I really want to do an enemies to lovers one, because I haven't done enemies to lovers, and I know that you've been asking for that for a while. Anyway, that is it. Goodbye. Have a good day. I love you. Thank you for watching me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.